Hello everyone, so I'm Mark Disray and we're gonna do some inverse function. So first we have to do is we have to follow the instruction of how to find the inverse of function. But first, the step 1 should be write the write y is equals to fx. So this is the first step to do while we're doing the inverse function. So the second step is to solve the equation for x in terms of y. So that should be our step 2. And for step 3 is interchange x and y interchange x and y and the resulting equation is the inverse of x. So we should change later on, we should follow the steps and change the x from y to the inverse of x. So as we written earlier from these steps, so for now is we're gonna make some examples from inverse function. So the first example is fx is equals to 4x minus 5. So the step 1 should be write the y is equals to fx. So we're gonna do this right here. Y is equals to 4x minus 5. And this could be the inverse from the example. So step 2 is we're gonna solve this equation for x in terms of y. So this would happen next. Y is equals to 4x minus 5. And we're gonna interchange this. I did not really interchange, but to switch this both sides, so it becomes x, the first variable. So this will become 4x, and because they change, the negative from right here should become positive. So what happened next is 4x is equals to y plus 5. And the next step is put this 4 into here, but should not be interrupted by these two. So we're gonna put like the fraction, or let's make it in put a denominator. So what would happen next is could be x is equals to y plus 5 over 4. So this would be the result of the solving equation for x in terms of y. So we're gonna do right now is the step 3 is to interchange the x and y, and the result equation should be the inverse function of x. So after we're gonna take this x equals y plus 5 over 4, we're gonna change it again to get the inverse of this function. So what would happen next is this could be y is equals to x plus 5 over 4. And we're gonna interchange this y to become it will become a inverse function. So this could be the formula of inverse function f equals to x. And we're gonna make it from y into this. It looks like f minus 1 times x, right? But wrong. It was inverse function. So let's continue. it inverse function is equals to x plus 5 over 4. So the next should be, so the inverse function of fx equals 4x minus 5 is this one. So the next should be, we're gonna make some graph of inverse function. Oops, I'm gonna make it into the other side. So the y right now, this is the inverse function from this example. Fx is equals to x plus 5 over 4. So after that, we're gonna make some graphing tables of inverse function. So let's make some example. X and fx. So let's make some example. It should be equal to 0. The both sides should be equal to 0 from this area only. Let's cut it out. Shall we say negative 2 and negative 13. So let's try to solve it here. Okay, fx is equals to 4x minus 5 here. So let's interchange it from fx to negative 13, and 4x will become negative 2 over 5. So this would be half an x. So let's change this parenthesis 4 times negative 2. So this would become 8, negative 8, negative 13 minus 5. So let's add them together because they are the same signs. So let's make it into, add them together. The result would become negative 13 is equals to negative 13. So the answer could be the 0. Okay. So we're gonna add some 5 of this graph so we can make a graph later. Negative 1. So shall we say, let's put this into negative 9. And let's try it out again from what we've done earlier. Okay, fx. Oh my god, I should not done to erase the example right here. So you're gonna stay here. Ta-da! We just wrote you back, okay? Fx would become the negative 9, 4 times negative 1 over 5. So the result should be negative 9 over 4 times negative 1. The result is negative 4 minus 5. So together with negative 9 and negative 9, and the result would be 0. So the same. Oh my god, I should have done to make it lower and lower, because we're gonna example 3 more examples. Sorry, my bad. So next should be what should we do? Okay, let's try 0 and negative 5. Shall we say negative 5? So let's make it easier. So let's take it here, fx. So this should be, can you see it, guys? Okay, let's move it out. Fx should be negative 5. Negative 5 is equals to 4 times 0 minus 5. So, 5, negative 5 is equals to 4 times 0. This would become 0 and this would be negative 5 and the result could be a 0. So, we're correct. Okay, the next one. What shall we say? 1 to negative, shall we say, 2? Okay, let's try it together. Fx should be the negative 2 is equals to 4 times, oh, my bad, 1 minus 5. So, as you can see guys, negative 2 is equals to 4 times 1. This should be 4 and minus 5. So, negative 2 and 4 minus 5 is equal. So what happened right now is they are not the same, both sides. So, this should be wrong. And we're gonna find another one to make them equal. Okay? Because they are not equal, as you can see right here, they are negative 2 and negative 1. So, it means they are not compatible together. And they were meant to be. They were not. Oh my god. Sorry, FX, but we should erase you right now. Okay. What should we do right here? Let's try 1. Let's try 1. Okay. Fx is the one right here. Negative 1 is equals to 4 times 1. Oh, sorry. 1 minus 5. Okay. So, let's try it out. Negative 1 is equals to 4 times 1 is equals to 4, negative 5. And what happened next is negative 1 is equals 4 minus 5 is negative 1. So, what happened right now is equals to 0. Okay, that is correct. After we're done is 5 some graphics right here. So, we're gonna do next write another one. Okay, so the last one should be 2 and let's try okay. Okay, so let's try it into 3. Let's try 3. So I'm using 3 like 3. Okay, wait, let's rest the pen first. And okay, so fx, this could be the formula. Fx is equals to 4x minus 5 and fx is 3. So this could be our y, and 3 is equals to 4 and the x should be 2 minus 5. And 4 times 2 is equals to 8 minus 5 and 3 is equals to 3, 0. Okay, correct. So we're gonna, as I said earlier, we finished the not inverse, the example. So the next one should be, we're gonna try this inverse function to answer this inverse function. Okay, fx is equals to inverse function. Oh my god, wait. Let's put it a little bit down there. Lower. A little bit lower. Okay. Ay! X right here. So the y should be the inverse function. Fx minus 1. Oh, my bad. I was wrong. F1x. Okay, that's it. So let's gonna try some twist right here from the graphics from the exact example. Let's try some twist right here. So the y should be the x right here because they said from the step 3 that it has been is interchanged from x to y, so it must be interchanged again from y to x. So it would be easier to copy them all because as it said to step 3 that they are gonna be interchanged, so the answer should be interchanged too. So let's try it. Negative 3. The fx, the y from this other side becomes x from this side. So, negative 3 and negative 2. So, as we can see right now, let's gonna check it. If I was not wrong, believe me or not, it would be true. And there is no wrong with it. So, let's try it. So, we're gonna make it more better and precise. It would be more precise and better if we take this check to check this one. Okay, so inverse of x is equals to x plus 5 over 4. Okay, so the next should be, we're gonna change this inverse function of x to negative 2. Oh wait, let's make it a little bit lower. It's too close from the graphing table. Okay, f minus 1 inverse function of x equals to x plus 5 over 4. And the fx should be negative 2 right now, and the x would be negative 13. As you can see, it has been negative 13 right now. Have you seen it, guys? Negative 13. Okay, so negative 2 is equals to negative 13 plus 5 over 4. So what happened next should be like this. Negative 2 is equals to 13, negative 13 plus 5 should be negative 8 over 4. So this would be fraction at we make it divide. So negative 8 divided by 4, the result should be negative 2. So we'll take this 2 from here, negative 2, negative 2, and equals to 0. Okay, so as we had proven this one, this could be the same from the inverse function at the example from this side. Okay, so the answer should be do like this. So we're gonna make it so like it more negative 9, so let's make it negative 1. Okay, so negative 5 and it becomes 0, and this could be the negative 1 and 1 and 2 and 3. So that's it. I hope you understand our lesson for today is about inverse function. So I am Mark Desiree, and this is how I discuss the function of inverse function. I hope you really like it and enjoy this video, and also hoping that you learned something from me. and for my lesson for today. Thank you guys. Bye bye.